Good morning. It's so beautiful outside. I thought I would do yoga out here today. So get us loosened up and put us in some yoga, wind us down, and give us a short guided meditation. Get us seated up here. All right. All right, we'll start with the head and rotate in that circular motion. Remember to keep our breath going as we're moving. We keep our breath going, we keep that energy flowing. When you're ready, move in the opposite direction with the head, still making those big circles. Moving down to the arms and the shoulders and rotate them. Opposite direction when you're ready. Down to the wrists. Stretch the fingers. Straighten the legs and shake energy to the knees. Shift side to side and lift up the hips. Bring the feet about chair width apart and rotate the ankles. And stretch the toes. I'm going to have a stretch up, half tilt. Stretch that whole side from the hip all the way up the arm. Up and back over to the other side. Good, back up and stretch forward. Good, and down over the knees. Press down into the floor. Good, we're gonna come back up and gently tilt to the back of our chair. Good, back up and release the arms, shake them out. Good, gently twist to one side. Back to center and to the other side. Good, back to center. We're gonna go back to that first side and up with one arm. Good, we're gonna shift and twist to bring the arm in front of us. Good, back up and down on that twist. Hold the arm with the other hand and up with that opposite arm. Good, gently twist to bring it to the back. Back up and back down on that twist. Back to center. The other side, twist. Up with that arm. Shift and twist to bring it in front. Back up. Down and up with the other arm. Shift and twist to bring it behind. Back up. And down on that twist. Back to center. Good, straighten the legs about the width of the chair and bring the feet together. Down to the floor, the width of the chair. Bring the feet together. Down to the floor, the width of the chair. Feet together. Down towards the floor. Good, one ankle just above the knee. We're going to take the knee into the heart center. Good, push the knee back down and stretch the inside of the thigh. Good, release and release the ankle. Other side, ankle above the knee. Knee to the heart center. Press the knee down and stretch the inside of the thigh. Good, release and release the ankle. Other side, straighten the leg. Ankle to the knee. We're going to straighten the bottom leg. Good, bend the knee. Release the ankle. Other side, straighten the leg. Ankle above the knee. Straighten the bottom leg. Good, bend and undo. Nice, straighten both legs. The width of the chair. Bring the feet together. Down towards the floor. And release. That first side, straighten the leg. We're going to go up towards the ceiling. Stretch the back of that knee. Good, and down. Other side, straighten the leg. And we're going to bring that leg up. Good, and down. That first side, straighten the leg. Ankle above the knee. Good, we're going to make that big circle, hands together above the head, and down to the heart center. Good, release the hands, and release the knee. Other side, ankle above the knee. We're going to make that big circle again, hands together above the head, and down to the heart center. Release, and release the leg. Good, shake out the legs. Good, come up to the edge of the seat. Be careful, make sure you have enough room. We're going to twist to one side, that forearm just above the knees, and up with that back arm. Good, down and back up on that twist, back to center. Over to that other side, other forearm above the knees, and up with that opposite arm. Good, down, still on the twist, and back to center. Good, we're going to turn back to that first side, forearm above the knees, up with that back arm, bend that elbow. Good, back up, bend the elbow again, taking the hand on the other side of the head, back up, and then we're going to bring the forearms to match. Good, other side up, bend that elbow, back up, Bend the elbow again. Hand on the other side of the head. Back up. Match the forearms. Stretch forward. Down towards the feet. Hands on the feet. Drop the head. Good. Gently back up to sitting. Good. Hands just above the knees. We're going to seated cat and cow. So we're going to take the hands from above the knees back towards the hips as we bring the chin towards the chest on cat and arch the back and push into cow, bringing the head back and the heart center forward. Back and forth. Move at your pace. Keep your breath going as you're moving. Remember, if we hold that breath, we hold that tension. We want to let it go. You might even move with your breath. What we call vinyasa flow. A few more times. And back to sitting when you're ready. Good. We're going to straighten one leg. And we're going to keep it up, lift it up just a bit, and bring that knee over the knee that's down. Good. Straight, and then bend the knee. Other side, straighten the leg. Good. Knee over knee. Straighten the leg again, and bend the knee. Good. Stretch forward. Back up. Gently the back of the chair. Open the arms into goddess. Bring the head back a little bit more. Good. All the way back up. Arms are still in goddess. Give yourself a big hug. Good. We're going to take the knee or the elbows towards the knees. Good. Back up. Open the arms back up into goddess. Give yourself another hug, other arm on top this time. We're going to take the elbows back towards the knees. Good. Back up. Release the arms back out into goddess. Good. Hands behind the head. Bring the elbows together. Good. Take them away. Arms straight out to each side. Good. Back up behind the neck this time. Good. Elbows back together. And take them away. Straighten the arms again. Back up, hands above the head. Down to the heart center. Open back into goddess. Good. Give yourself another hug. Good. Elbows towards the knees. And back up. Release the arms back into goddess. Give yourself another hug, other arm on top. Elbows back towards the knees. Good. Back up. And release the arms back into goddess. And then straight down. Good. Rotate that head again. Good. Opposite direction. Good. Rotate the shoulders. opposite direction. And now we're going to add the arms as if we were swimming. Going in one direction, keeping the head center. And we're going to go the opposite direction. Still keeping that head in center. Good. Rotate the wrists. Opposite direction. And stretch the fingers. Good. Shift side to side and lift up the hips. Straighten the legs and shake energy to the knees. Legs about the width of the chair and rotate the ankles. And stretch the toes. Good. Do that body scan from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes and feel if there's still tension, a lock or block, a certain stretch or pose that you want to do before you settle in your chair. Excuse me. When you're ready, gently close the eyes or use that 1-point focus. Start to center in with just the breath, the outside noises, and my voice. Not controlling the breath, just being aware of it. If the unnecessary thoughts are entering the mind, acknowledge them and let them go and come back to the breath. In the mind's eye, I would like for you to see yourself in a field of dandelions. And the wish flowers. The dandelions that have become a wish flower. But see both in your field. Yellow from the dandelions is good for the solar plexus chakra, where our creativity sits in the stomach. Dandelion root tea is very beneficial and healing to the body. gather up enough dandelions with their roots to make a good tea. After you've gathered your dandelions for enough to make the tea, notice around you all the ingredients and supplies you need to make the dandelion root tea. Making your tea and thinking how beneficial it is. Dandelion root tea is known to kill cancer. It boosts the immunity. Brings calm and joyous energy. After you've made your tea, be sure to drink it. Drink in the benefits of the dandelion root. And as you drink your dandelion root tea, as I said, in your field, you see the wish flowers, the dandelions that have transformed. Pick a wish flower. Make a wish. And blow the dandelion till all the little seeds are blown off. Maybe you have a few more wishes. For each one, pick up the wish flower, say your wish, and blow until all the seeds are gone. Drinking your tea, making your wishes. When you're ready, center in your field in a seated meditation mode. Without the tea, without the flowers. Coming back to just the breath. Back to your surroundings. Gently moving the toes, the feet, the legs, the fingers, the hands, the arms, the head and the torso, and give yourself a nice stretch. Let's make that big circle again, hands together above the head, down to the heart center. May you stay well. Namaste. Thanks for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.